Good morning, hello, good afternoon, and welcome to our webinar today for TDNet Discover Integration with Koha. My name is Jessie Zarrow, and I am the Director of Sales and Outreach at ByWater Solutions, and we are excited to talk about our partnership with TDNet, PTFS Europe, and ByWater to talk about the integration with Discovery for Koha users. I am joined with a wonderful team here from PTFS Europe and TDNet to talk to you about all of the integrations and what we can do to help your libraries. I'm going to pass it to my colleagues on the call real quick so we can all do introductions. Fiona?
Hello everyone, my name's Fiona Borthwick and I'm Head of Sales and Account Management at PTFS Europe.
Hi, Hi everyone. My name is Nick Army and I am Head of Business Development at TDNet.
Hi, everyone. I'm Dana Giddings, and I'm the Senior Marketing Manager at TDNet.
Hi, I'm Paul Cuomo, and I am with TDNet in the role of a business development and partner development.
Wonderful. Well, we're excited for the next hour to talk about what we do here at each one of our companies and then give you a little demo to see how the integration works. We will be monitoring chat during the presentation. So if you have a question for any of us, we'll be able to answer those questions. And after the demo at the end of our presentation, we will also be able to answer questions then. I am going to share in the chat a press release that went out a few weeks ago that just talks about our integration options and working together to make this possible. So without ado, we were going to jump right in. Fiona?
Thanks, Jessie. So just a few minutes from me about us as a company at PTFS Europe. So we are a privately owned company formed in 2007, and our head office is in the UK, and we primarily all work in the UK and we're scattered about the country, but we do have a developer that lives out in the Azores. But otherwise, we are in and around Scotland, England, Northern Ireland, and Wales. And we have around about 25 staff that work with us, and many of whom are actually qualified library professionals themselves, either got a library background, having worked in libraries, or have the qualifications. And as a company, we're specialists in open source library solutions, and we support libraries across all the main sectors. So we've got lots of customers in the public sector. We have got both higher education and further education customers in the academic sector. We've got a lot of health libraries using Koha, and in fact, we've got 6 out of the 8 NHS England trusts using Koha in a consortium environment. And we've got government libraries, including the UK Parliament and the Scottish Government as well. And we've got a lot of special and legal libraries and museum libraries as well. So we do cover a wide network, and primarily we look after the Koha library management system and Aspen and Metabase as well. We as a company are also very proactive in the communities. So we've got a team of developers that work with PTFS Europe and have been talking to TDNet about the integrations. Our developers work on the code themselves, but they also do some sign-offs, as do other members of our staff here and indeed our customer base. We also work with the quality assurance and the documentation team members as well. And we also look after the system in terms of release maintainers and work within the governance area for those as well. So we're very active in the communities. And as well as having that active in the community, but we are also having very close relationships with third-party providers such as TDNet to strengthen the offerings for our supported libraries and the products that they have. So that's just an overview into who we are.
Thanks, Fiona. So I'll talk a little bit about what we do here at ByWater Solutions. We are also a privately owned company that was formed in 2009 in the United States. We started our journey by providing support for Koha, the integrated ILS. And over the last 16 years, we've started to support other open source products such as Aspen Discovery, Metabase, which is a reporting analytics tool, LibKey, which is a kiosk management tool, and then Folio, which is an integrated library system platform. We have 50 plus staff spread out across the United States, most of us coming from libraries, working directly with patrons, and then coming over to the vendor side to support our partners. We currently support 3,000 libraries across the US and some internationally. Our support for libraries across all sectors include public, academic, consortium, and then law, and that includes county, academic, state law libraries, and private law libraries. We also support theological libraries, health institutions, and tribal libraries. Now, Fiona and I are going to talk just a little bit about the Koha web-based system. So for those of you who are new to Koha, Koha was first formed in 2000 in New Zealand and was released as an open source web-based ILS. Over the last 25 years, there has been active development within the community, and Marshall Breeding has Koha listed as the most used ILS in the world. There are countries that use the ILS to maintain all of their library systems. And as we've seen over the last 25 years, the community has just grown to be completely generous as they all work together to make Koha the best ILS in the world. And I'll pass it to Fiona just to talk about some of the modules that are available within the Koha system.
Well, thanks, Jessie. So as you can see on the screen there, we do have all the modules that you would expect with any library management system. So we cover things from your general cataloguing features through to your circulation, but we also have all the technical services modules, so things like your acquisitions, your serials, your electronic resource management module, which we're very proud of because that's quite a recent development and has really enhanced what Koha can bring to the libraries, allowing them to store all their license and agreements and everything in a central point. So we're really seeing that development take off. And as Jessie said, it is ever evolving. So any new development that is added to the system, all of our libraries take advantage of that as it's rolled out into the next release. So it's fully system administration is all done through the Koha interface as well. So there's no back end server stuff needed. So it's very lightweight in terms of its use for administration as well.
We're very fortunate. Lots of the Koha community members and vendors work together to support each other and, of course, work on development. Here at ByWater, we work very closely with PTFS Europe to continue to develop and support libraries that are utilizing the Koha system. So with that, we are going to pass it over to our friends at TDNet to do a little introduction about what they do and show us a quick demo of Koha and TDNet Discover.
Excellent. So I will share my screen. Okay. Okay, so just a couple of a brief introduction about who we are for those who are less familiar with TDNet. So we are a software company that provide solutions for libraries and information centers that essentially combine very advanced technology with a wealth of trusted resources. and our aim is to help libraries basically to achieve their strategic goals, mainly to drive better research, enhance education, and accelerate innovation in the organizations they are serving. Our service can be basically allocated to our flagship product, TDNet Discover, which we'll be focusing on today, which includes the discovery tool, which is a single search point across all the library resources. The discovery tool is combined with a library portal component, which is based on a content management system that we have developed. And it allows customers and libraries to easily launch, manage, and maintain the web presence of the library, tailoring to the specific needs of the institution. We also integrating now in the discovery tool an AI and semantic search component that accelerate research and make it easier for users to find the resources they need, and we will also touch base upon that as well. We also offer additional solutions that includes our TDNet DataSphere institutional repository platform, which allows the customers to host, manage, and easily make accessible their organizational information assets, which might go beyond just the license collections. It can be anywhere from staff publication and student works that they want to highlight to internal reports, multimedia files, and more. We also, via our partnership with OpenAthens, we offer a remote access solution to library resources, allowing users to seamlessly access from anywhere their library subscribed resources via a single sign-on. We serve libraries across a variety of sectors, including academic, medical, corporate, government, and other special libraries. And we work with a range of industry partners, including, of course, now ByWater solutions and PTFS, to provide integrated solutions that best meet the needs of the libraries and facilitate access to information resources for the users. And I think this integration that we will showcase today between TDNet and Koha really serve these goals very well. Just a couple of words about TDNet Discover that now we will showcase the enhanced integration with Koha. So basically, it provides users the ability to search across all of the resources in the library, which includes license collections, open access, internal resources from a single platform. The platform features a central index that includes content from all leading publishers and content providers. Of course, we index journals, journal articles, books and book chapters, but also other item types such as standards, patents, web resources, clinical trials, competitive intelligence, news, and more. Content is being updated on a daily basis through direct feeds we have established with the content providers, and this ensures that users have constant access to the most up-to-date literature. And we can also enable customers to add to the search environment their local resources. So it can be the library catalog, managing their ILS system, such as in Koha, and this is one aspect of the integration that we will showcase today, but also other types of local resources, such as their institutional repository content and others. And essentially, the idea is to combine this wealth of content with a very advanced search technology that facilitate access to the resources. So just the key benefits. So we touched based upon one search across everything. We also have a built-in link resolver for one-click access to full text, which is also very important for the users to have this easy access to the information resources they found. In terms of the libraries, it's definitely help libraries to get the most value from their collections, to maximize the investment in library resources, because if resources are discoverable, they can be used and you make the most of them. It streamlines the library workflows from holdings management, to setting the library portal, to document delivery and more, and it enhances the impact. And we also offer very robust analytics for content usage that help libraries to optimize decisions regarding content acquisition. As a technology-focused company, we are content neutral. We treat all content resources equally. We don't favor any resource over another, and really our aim is to provide the best results for our users. And the TDNet Koha integration, before we will dive into the demo. So what we did now with the enhanced TDNet Koha integration, we've created automated connections to an API between our platform and Koha that allows mutual data flow between the systems. So on TDNet Discover, we can display up-to-date and current information on library materials and library catalog managed in Koha. Users from TDNet Discover can also take related actions to gain access to those items, such as placing goals. So essentially, when users will be searching in TDNet Discover, they will be able from the single search interface also to easily retrieve results from the library catalog in Koha. If there are any changes to items in Koha done by the library, it will be automatically updated on TDNet. You won't need to do any manual updates, so this data will be constantly updated. Users also are able to see real-time availability of physical items in the library. So if the item is currently available in the library, users in TDNet Discover will see an indication that the item is available and will be able to place a hold. If the item is unavailable, so users will see an indication that the item is unavailable in the library. And again, this information is updated. So if a user has checked out an item and this information is updated in Koha, of course, this information will also automatically be updated in TDNet in real time. So you have this constant data flow that ensures that users can always get the information from Koha, place holds, and it makes just the access to those information resources more seamless. Also, users will be able on TDNet to view information on items that they requested, information from Koha, such as see which items they've placed hold for, which items they checked out, and so forth. And again, this information will be automatically updated. So if a user has returned an item and in Koha the information was updated, this information will also be updated in his personal area in TDNet. So this is the idea of this tight integration that make it much easier for libraries to manage, because you have two separate platforms. It's enough for the libraries to do these changes in Koha to be updated on TDNet, and also for the user to be able to easily search and request those items in Koha. So I will now go to the live demo, showcase how this integration works.
Nir, we have a couple questions that came up in chat.
Yeah.
Can we just throw those out there before we move on to the demo?
Yeah.
Okay, Catherine asked, are the additional solutions included as standard, or do these cost more? I'm interested primarily in remote access via Open Athens, but also DataSphere.
Yeah, you can purchase it separately as standalones. You don't need to purchase the Discovery. You can also purchase separately the remote access solution, Open Athens or DataSphere to us. So yeah, it's up to you.
Okay. For content, can you also link to health guidelines? If not, is the scope to have this added in?
So basically, we can link with our link resolver. We can link out to any source that is open URL compliant. So essentially, I would say most of the sources do support it, so I don't see an issue with that. If there is a specific case, we can see how we can, build a workaround.
The next question is, what system do you use to source open access articles? Is this on paywall?
So it's not only on paywall, but it's also different. We source open access with a variety of open access repositories. It can be Medline and DOAJ and Crossref and also of course from the publishers. Some of the content the publishers provide is open access. So we get from the publishers both the content that is not open access that requires subscriptions and also the open access. So it's a variety of sources.
Wonderful. And the last question is, can we access a list of content providers that partner with TDNet?
Yes, definitely we can provide it for the customer, and we have a list, and we will be happy to share that.
Perfect. We can share that in chat. Okay, that's all the questions for now.
Okay. Okay. So this is the demo of TDNet Discover. So this is an example of the library portal component, which is part of our discovery solution. And this is something we prepared for the demo, but everything that you see here can be customizable by the customer. And one of the nicest things about our platform that it was aimed to be used by librarian, not necessarily requiring technical skills or web development to customize, manage, and update resources. So librarians and information professionals can do that themselves, utilizing a rich gallery of built-in widgets, selection menus where they can configure how the widgets will look like and which content they will showcase. And also we have a drag and drop interface to place widgets within your portal. So everything is very easy to use, and it's intended to be dynamic. So, okay, after you launch your website, if you want now to make changes to the library portal, make additional updates, you can do it yourself, not requiring IT or other services that are outside of the library. We can, of course, help and support as needed. This is part of the services we provide throughout implementation and account management to help you basically launch it and design it in the way that fit your needs. Some of the functionalities are included in this portal. For example, this is, of course, the discovery search box. From here, you will search across all of the resources included in our central index and more. You can also add additional search bars. Of course, the A to Z, we have in the platform knowledge base. So you can search across the A to Z list of your journals, books, and database licensed by your institution. If you have subscription to DataSphere, you can also add a search bar for your repository. You can also add videos into the platform. We also have a citation matcher tool. So if you know the DOI or PubMed ID, you can easily get to this article instantly. Also, if users are logged in, they are able to leverage the personalization features, such as, for example, they can bookmark their favorite items and see them upon return to the portal. Libraries can standardize requests and through forms and facilitate connection between libraries and their users, such as an Ask a Librarian form. Libraries can prepare the forms that fit what they want and types of requests. Our platform is fully responsive to mobile and tablet use, but you can also use this QR code to facilitate access for mobile users to library resources, so they can scan it and get to resources. Another nice way to feature content and connect with your library users is through this calendar widget, where you can feature events happening in your institution. You can also highlight certain resources in this bookshelf carousel view. And there are many, many other types of functionalities that you can include in your portal. Also, in addition to the main page, some libraries also have additional pages focusing on specific areas or user groups. For example, for this demo, for example, this page I created for medical library. So it includes more functionalities that are geared for medical research, such as external search bars to medical database, PICO search, and core journal. So really this type of platform gives you the flexibility you need to tailor the web presence of your library. Okay, so now we're going to the discovery search and how we integrate with Koha. So if I will search here, for example, climate change, okay, I'm getting all the results. Of course, there are many results I'm getting for this general query. But you can see here already some of the ways you can integrate data from Koha that is fetched automatically to TDNet, by TDNet. So, example here, to a feature snippet, you can highlight results from Koha, from your library catalog, so they will be displayed in a more prominent way within your results panel. Also, you have this source filter. From where you can get instantly 2 results specifically from Koha by selecting this search filter. So if I will select it. Okay, now okay, so I'm getting the results from these are results from Koha. And as you can see for each item whether the item is available in the library or not. This is the real-time live availability information that is automatically transmitted to TDNet from Koha to the API connection. So if the item is available, you see an indication that it is available. If the item is unavailable, you see an indication that is unavailable. So for example, if I want now to place a hold, the user can do it directly from the discovery interface. You can select, and if there are multiple locations, you see all the locations that are available and select the specific location from which you want to place a hold. Another way to place a hold is from the record details item. From the record details item, you also see all the metadata about this item, the full metadata, also that comes from Koha, that we cannot display this full metadata in the result panel. So that's why we have this record details page that can display this information. And also from here, you can use this Koha widget to place a hold. So if I will select the library, hold play successfully. Now this is the Koha instance. As you can see here, this item, Marid Muesel, is currently not in my list, but if I will refresh the page, here is this item. Instantly, it appears in Koha. So this information, of course, got to the librarian, to the staff panel, admin panel in Koha, and the librarian, of course, can process easily this request. So it's really instant connection. Also, all the information you see here in this section will be displayed also in the TDNet Discover personal area of the users. So they will be able to see which items they have checked out, which items are currently on hold, without necessarily needing to go back to their Koha instance. It will be also available in their TDNet Discover results panel. So the idea is really to make it super easy for users to find this information and request access to them, and for the library to seamless the management. So because they have these 2 platforms, they have the discovery layer of TDNet, they have Koha. So now if they made any change now on Koha in the library catalog, they don't need to worry about it not being updated in their discovery interface, about any manual update. It will be automatically updated in TDNet, and user will be able to find it. The same, user can, from the discovery layer, which is typically it's the main end user interface for searching resources, they will be able to submit, to take actions, and request access to materials, not needing to move to another platform. So that also make it easy for the users to find and access all of the resources that are available, both digital, but also the physical resources, and request items from the library. So I wanted also to showcase some other features in TDNet Discover that your users can benefit from. So one of the things that TDNet Discover now does, it leverages natural language processing and semantic search to enhance search efficiency. So for example, if I will search here, hurdles to telemedicine in the implementation. Okay, now I'm getting the results, and now our engine not only relies on keyword search, but also leverages semantic search to understand the meaning and concept of the search, and also to understand the meaning and context of the resources to pinpoint the best results that answer the user query. So, for example, as you can see here, the engine understood that this first article, challenges and opportunities faced by large health systems implementing telehealth, is research focused, is directly aligned with my search query. Even though this article doesn't mention the word hurdles. It uses challenges, but it's the same concept, the same family, the same meaning, and the research focus is exactly what I was looking for. The second article as well, barriers to telehealth, the patient perspective, barriers and hurdles. And you can go more navigating the digital health barriers to telehealth in rural areas and more, evaluating barriers to adopting. So again, using the word, different word, not implementation, but adoption, but it has the same word. And essentially, you see that the top results here are results whose research focused exactly match what I was looking for. And this is one of the challenges that there was with discovery services that relied on just on keyword, that users sometimes got too many results. Many of them are irrelevant. Some of them may contain the keywords, but it was just a side note, or it didn't use in the same connection. And now our engine also not only understand and able to match words, but also understand the relationships with them, the meanings, and then deliver better results for the user. So this saves significant time and accelerate the research. So this is very exciting development indeed. And in addition to getting results that are highly relevant, users can also get a reference summary that synthesizes the key findings of the top results. So if I clicked on the summarize button, so this summary basically answers the user query by synthesizing the key findings from the top results. And each finding that you see here in the summary references the relevant article. So this is not like a black box summary that you don't know from which resources the information was taken. This is a very transparent and clear summary that links to the relevant sources. So for example, number 3 will link me directly to the relevant article. It's number 3 in the results page, and so forth. So users are able to see an overview of the topic they were searching and easily access highly relevant sources. So this is also one of the areas that we've recently enhanced in our search tool. In addition, we have also these related searches powered by AI, because users were searching sometimes, but sometimes they not necessarily know exactly what to search to get the information they need, or sometimes they want to explore also related topics that are connected with the query they just entered. And with these related searches feature, our system basically suggests to user additional queries that they can enter to get to highly relevant information. So, for example, I can click here on factors influencing telemedicine uptake. And again, it ran a different other query. In addition, of course, all the other resource features are available. User can see for each item, again, if the item is peer-reviewed or not. Of course, they can also see if they have access to this item or not. If they have access, the view full text indication will be shown, and users will be linked to the publisher platform where the full text is stored. So we, in our knowledge base, we store the user holdings information, and based on the holdings information of the user, we link the user to the full text. We either give an indication whether the full text is available or not, and then link the user to the full text. Users can also easily go to articles, to other articles that cited this article, or articles that were cited by the relevant article. They can also activate journal alert for the journal, for this journal. So once new publications are published by this journal, they will get links to the new publications directly in their mailbox. They can see also the impact factor of the journal from SJR, the scoring, which is another nice feature that we've added. As you can see, almost all results that are ranked on top, maybe all of them, are from journals that are Q1, basically are the best in the category. That's what we strive for. We treat all content equally, but at the same time, ranking the top result, we also want to consider the journal quality among the general journal quality, regardless which publisher actually publishes it. So this is another thing that, another indication that is available. Also, users can, for example, click on this item and see record details of the page, where this is kind of similar to the record details page I shown when I showcased the Koha integration, but it shows metadata of the article, the SJR score. They are able to export the citation and more, and see also the table of content of the journal. Also, our system suggests to the users not only searches, but also related articles that they might access that can streamline the research. Okay. Of course, users can also bookmark their favorite items here when they are logged in, and manage those saved items. So through this bookmark item, you can see all the items that I've bookmarked, I save. I have, as a user, I have, of course, my personal space in the platform. So here I can manage all the articles or books that I've saved, marked as favorite. And what we have recently added is a shareable bookmark folder, allowing me not only to create my personal bookmark folder, but also to create shared folders with other people in the organization. So let's say I'm working together on a certain project, on a certain research with other colleagues, I can create a shared folder. For example, in this case, you see here an indication the folder is shared by you, and then we can add as well as other colleagues whom I can add items to this folder. In addition, of course, other colleagues can also share folders with me. So this is basically enhances the collaboration between users in the organization. Okay. Of course, some items, when you search across our central index, it depends on you. You can search, you can filter the result to search only on full text available or subscribe resources, but you can search across everything as well. And when you search across everything as well, then some resources may not be accessible by full text because they are resources that your institution is not subscribed to and they are not open access resources. You will still be able to see the abstract of the article, but you will see a different indication, request item. And once I will click on that, okay, I see an indication, and then the user can request the item through document delivery. We can facilitate various document delivery workflows. If you have a document delivery provider or interlibrary loan provider that you are subscribed to, we can integrate with this provider to provide a one-click access to the text to request it directly from the document delivery provider from here. If not, we can also create with our system, like I did in this demo document delivery form, where the item information will be automatically populated into the form, and users will be able to submit the form to the library, which could then process the order. So essentially, our tool provides the complete, I will say, workflow from discovery to delivery. And now, thanks to this exciting integration we have with Koha, we're also able to ensure that users are research information that is managed in Koha, also the physical items of the library, and easily request them and make the library workflows easier and the user's life easier as well. So yeah, I think that's, of course, there are many more bells and whistles to the platform and many more features, but for anyone who is interested, we will be very happy to schedule a demo, a personal demo where we can highlight all the functionalities and features that are available and also discuss how this platform can best serve your unique needs.
This is excellent, Nir. Thank you for the comprehensive demo. We do have a few questions, and I want to thank Dana and Paul for jumping in and answering some of those questions in chat. But we do have a couple more that we'll just read out loud for those who aren't monitoring chat as it's going through. Has TDNet Discover been tested for accessibility, and does it meet the WCAG 2.2 AA standard?
Yes, we are WCAG compliant. We have worked on our platform to make it accessible with this standard.
Excellent. A few people asked about the content providers, and Dana responded they will follow up with an email and send over a list of those content providers. So if anyone else has questions, please let us know. And we have your email from registration, and we'll follow up.
Yeah, I will just say generally about the content providers that these are content providers from across different disciplines and sectors. And of course, the large content providers such as Elsevier, Taylor and Francis, Wolters Kluwer, Springer, Wiley, Sage, IEEE, American Chemical Society, but many, many also more. So it's a very long list, and we'll be able to provide the exact information to customers.
The next question is, does TDNet Discover support integration from Third Iron, a product known as LibKey, KEY, to link resources from within this discovery system?
Yes, we integrate with LibKey. We have a process where we also automatic send the holdings information to LibKey to basically facilitate the integration and ensure that LibKey can efficiently link to full text resources from our platform and from other platforms, because we send all this information and then LibKey can also link from other platforms as well.
Excellent. Is the check usage rights under items in the search from Koha or TDNet?
The usage rights is from TDNet. We integrate with usage with providers that offer copy reuse information, such as CCC and research solutions. But this requires, this was for demo, this requires a subscription from the customer to the relevant provider.
We have a follow-up from Paul to an earlier question about DataSphere, and he just followed up to say that you can index any type of record. We have clients that index PDFs, docs, audio, videos, etc., and that's up to you.
Yes.
Our next question is about being part of a consortium. If we are part of a consortia, can we get TDNet Discover to highlight where there is a copy available in the user's local library? And if not, give them the option to request it from another library. It's useful to see at a glance if the item is available at the user's library space.
Yes, yes, and we have implemented it for other consortia customers. Basically, we can build a parent-child holdings structure that include the holdings for each institution in the consortia, and also the core holdings that are shared by all institutions. And once a user get to the resource, we can also indicate in which other libraries this item is available if it's not available in the relevant library of the specific library that associated with this user. So definitely yes, and we've implemented this workflow.
Excellent. Our next question is about the AI summaries. Are these generated from the abstracts and keywords, or is it also searching full text? Paul did respond and say regarding the question about AI summaries, they're generated from the abstract.
So I will say, I will add to that. It's what Paul said, he was correct. It's from the discovery, generally is generated based on the metadata information, the abstract, and there are several reasons for that. We will not get into that, but we thought for the discovery it will be the most efficient way. But for the repository, you are able, if you are subscribed to our AI tool for the repository, you're also able to load the full text and get a summary of the full text as well.
Excellent. Okay, Nir, the next couple questions are about maybe showing the Discover page again. The first question.
I have to.
Okay.
I have to say that I'm sorry, but I experienced some technical difficulties here with. So maybe
Would have never
Paul.
known.
Maybe maybe Paul, you can share because I'm a bit. I don't know what happened. It's wrong timing, I would say. But what exactly you want to see?
The full abstract to display on the search result page. And maybe you could just
Okay.
answer. Can you get the full abstract to display on the search result?
Yeah. There is I think we are happy to also share. This is very, of course, you have the read more button. You can click on it and then you can see the full abstract directly in the results page.
Excellent. What kind of filtering is available against the Koha integration? Can you limit by book, ebook, and can you limit by library site? I think we might have answered this as we were chatting, but just to
Yeah, basically, we are getting the metadata from Koha for the item, and we can filter based on the metadata we are getting from Koha. So if the item is books, then you will be able in the TDNet Discover, you have the publication type filter. Then you will click on books, you will get also to books from Koha. So yeah, it's all types of metadata that are available from Koha, including the publication type and more.
Our next question is, will the document request option integrate with the Koha ILL module? I am not sure if we've tested that. So Koha has an ILL module on the staff interface side. I'm not sure if that feature has been tested yet, but we can absolutely work together and see if we can test that option.
Yeah, our teams are working very close together, so be sure that our technical teams will follow up on that and do this integration, whether to an API, if it's an open URL compliant, maybe open URL linking is like we do with other platforms, but definitely it's something that should be feasible.
Can some of the widgets be turned off within Discover? Yes.
Yes, definitely. Everything in the interface is fully customizable, a lot of that. So, yeah, you can, for example, select which facet to display, the order, which features to showcase, which buttons, which resources to highlight. So, there are many different configuration options, and it's very flexible. So in the end, you can turn off, turn on, change the appearance of certain features as you deem fit.
Excellent. And our last question is, how can we contact individuals if we have questions? And we've put our contact information up on the screen. This webinar has been recorded, so we will follow up with every registrant and share a link to the recording. And we'll also take all of the questions that were asked during the webinar, and we'll put together a thorough Q&A. So that way, if you have questions, we'll follow up with answers. Give us a couple days to compile that and put all of our questions and answers together. We'll work together and get those out to you all. And if you have any other questions along the way, please feel free to reach out to any one of us, and we would be happy to get you connected and/or schedule a demo.
Yay! So thank you, everyone. Thank you, Jesse and Fiona. It was a pleasure. And we are very excited about this partnership and what it entails for our mutual customers. So we are looking forward to discussing it further with anyone that is interested and see how we can work together to best serve their needs.
Yes, thank you so much, Fiona and Nir and Dana and Paul.
Likewise, thank you very much, everybody, and thanks to everyone for joining us as well this afternoon.
Yeah, and for asking such great questions. Love seeing the engagement.
Yeah, it was
Absolutely.
fantastic. Thank you all.
Thank you all. Have a great day.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.